So, studying how cultures work and being able to pull myself back, having been through so many of them, is in the religious culture, atheist culture, self-help culture, therapy culture, pop psych culture, political culture. I've been a part of all of these things. But it's interesting. The spiritual one's the most interesting to me because spirituality was not a popular culture. But I always wanted it to be. And then over the last few years, it's gotten really popular. And it became very obvious at one point that that it had shifted. And you could see there was just victimization, and then the narcissist codependent perspective was going out. So that's what I think happens in our culture, because we're born in the survival mode. So we're all performing for love. And so that's all codependency and narcissism is just that, playing that game of performative love, not authentic love. So like, let's use woke culture. It's like it meant to be awake and to be conscious. And then it became a movement. So what did end up happening? Well, I think it's the same function of the victimization and the survival mode. The narcissism rises to the top of the culture, and the codependency tails down below it. And so you can see it in both ends of that performative message. From the top and the bottom are victimized perspective. Like, you have to think this way or you're no good. And, so if you're able to actually see that this is what happens when ideas become popular, they will populate back into the original bentness of the survival ego, into the performing love. And so in order to navigate, it's like at some point you have to navigate without the safety net of these cultures, because that's what ends up happening is we're bored and we're looking out for, hey, who's thinking the same thing I'm thinking? Who's going through the same thing I'm going? But as soon as it gets popular, you're going to be amongst the bent world. You're going to be amongst the performance art. And it's for us to recognize this. And it's like, that's the same thing, is that it isn't to be against spiritual culture or woke culture or all these other cultures, but it's like, know when you're in there. And then when things start to get bent, and that you have to perform for other people, or people are asking you to perform. And that's the key.